Uh, I'm Emmanuel Kibet from Lish AI Labs. I'm an AI engineer. I studied computer science in Kabarak University. Uh, there's this new thing that has been trending all over: ChatGPT, data, AI. We've only been hearing about it in the internet, in the videos, but it's now time. It's now part of us, and we should be now ready to embrace it. Today we'll be talking about this new opportunity and what artificial intelligence has brought to us. Uh, Over the years, I remember when I joined my campus 3 years ago, actually 4 years ago. It was the time when now ChatGPT was now trending. It's where now some Altman introduced a GPT 3.5. So it was just a buzz. We were hearing it just like a story, but we've now tried. We've now gotten a chance to grow with it. And basically, what I can tell you, ChatGPT could not be where it is or OpenAI without us. Sorry, am I audible? Okay. So, as I was saying, uh, all this AI could not be there without data. And data is now an opportunity for all of us. Where you are in Kenya, in Africa, in Nigeria, everywhere, data is now the oil. It's now the new oil. Without data, there'll be nothing going on, or there'll be no AI or any chat GP that we're talking about out there. So, what is data? So, data is everything that you can see around us. The information, the books, the digital data, the offline data, the manuscripts, the Bible, all those are data. The images, everything. And in order for them to be digitalized, they need the people who are part of the data to do that. So AI cannot survive without high quality data, and that's where we come in as Africans. Uh, in the space of data, there's what we call data annotation and collection. So annotation is the labeling, and uh, this is where you tell the machine that if you get this image is an image of a dog, and anything that looks like this is just a dog, and an image like that looks like this are cats. So in machine learning, this is what is called supervised learning, where we teach the AI according to the data. So this process cannot be done by those people in Silicon Valley. That's just about the annotation. We have not even talked about the collection, where in the collection part, this is where now they need the information, all the data that we speak, we talk, we communicate, all those it's needed for these AI models to be advanced and to be that smart. You see, this AI is more of like a baby. So the more information it receives, the more smarter it becomes. I'm looking forward for a time when I can be talking to someone someone talking in Yoruba or Igbo, or even Hausa, and I talk in my own Kalenjin language, but we can still talk and interact well because of the help of AI. This thing will now bridge the gap between all these uh, communication barriers that we have, and it will be a game changer for all of us. Uh, So every single AI you've heard of, like ChatGPT, the Google Translate, and all those facial recognition AI, they all run on one thing, that is data. And here's the key: AI is hungry. OpenAI spend over $100 million annually just for buying training data. Companies like Scale AI, it's a US company that grew up into 7 trillion billion evaluation simply by organizing human labeled data. This tells us that whoever controls the data controls the future of AI. And guess what? This company, Scale AI, has been the number one company in Africa buying this data. And because we don't have the capability of being together and coming up with the data, they just, what they do, they bid the tasks to the lowest bidder, so that the lowest bidders of the are the one, those people who are, are bidded the lowest are the one that are given the data, the task to fetch the data, of which is not a good thing, because if us as Africans come together and collect the data and keep it, or fine tune it in our own models, it will be more beneficial to us rather than giving the US their economy. It's like they're depending on us as Africans for the economy to grow, of which it's like selling giving out our expertise for nothing. So all these tech giants, Meta, OpenAI, all of them, they need these data sets. And this is a very big opportunity for all of us. Uh, and that's one thing. Why is this African data unique? This is because the people from Silicon Valley, the likes of Kina Sam Altman, they don't know how to speak Yoruba. They don't know how to speak Hausa. They can't speak Swahili. These are just the languages that us as native Africans can be able to digitalize or share this knowledge we have. It's more of a collective responsibility or a collective opportunity. One thing for sure, I've done this data collection. I'm part of the African linguistics, and most of these groups. I also participated in the Masakani linguistics, of which it's some of the things that I've seen growing in, even also in Nigeria, that uh, has even helped me in pushing on my dreams and my careers. Even before I joined Lish AI Labs, I was able to just get my rent and food by simply having data and my mobile phone. This is just a small skill that even a grandmother sitting at home with this small smartphone can be able to have whatever he or she needs by just contributing his or her own language. Uh, that's part of what this data collection and this data rush opportunity is all about. So it's more of an untapped potential that can be very efficient way to bring us together as Kenyans and Nigerians and Africans. This isn't just about catching up; it's about leading. If you as Nigerians build the data economy, the world will come here to buy from you. Now, and this will be more of leading rather than following. Yeah, we should now think of that in a very broad perspective. Also, uh, the global AI market cannot move forward without this data. So it's more of the heavily depend on us. For example, the UNESCO reports that 90% of African languages are underrepresented in AI systems. That means that what if we come up with this and these AI systems with our own AI data or our collection of our own data? It can be a very big and powerful opportunity for all of us. Uh, it's more of a market recently, I heard that Meta bought Scale AI, which has been a company that has been buying all this data from us Kenyans. You see, these companies are coming up together to try to come and to beat us as Africans. But what can we do? Now that's a question to pose to all of us. So we see we have a lot of youth with unemployment, a lot of people with problems here out, but this gold rush can be a very good opportunity for all of us and a very great equalizer. As Nelson Mandela once said, this now in terms of AI now, it's now a great equalizer if we take this opportunity into our own hands. So uh, if American can build $1 billion companies from data labeling, why not as Africans and Nigerians and Kenyans? Huh? That's a big question that we should be able to ask ourselves. So, for example, here in Kenya, uh, Lish AI Labs, we've been doing this data thing for a while now. Uh, we also have labs in Kakuma. Kakuma is if you know Kakuma, you know Kakuma. It's a small underserved community full of refugees with nowhere to go, nowhere to do, and people with no jobs. But we were able to come up with a digital hub that has been able to provide job opportunities for these people in this village and help them grow into better people. Uh, Together with Dan Church Aid and Turkana Christian Development Mission, we were supported with these people. We launched a digital job creation project that was able to house a lot of people in this Kakuma place. So this is proof that data jobs are not just PhDs in Nairobi or Lagos. They can be done anywhere by anyone with training. The refugees and host communities now earn real income by labeling and collecting data for AI companies worldwide. So is this not an equalizer? You people should think about this more. Uh, as also, it's more an equalizer. As now Nelson Mandela said, it's the education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And now AI powered learning. You see now in AI in when the AI has come, even the learning style and has drastically changed. Uh, Now you can have applications like Duolingo and others that are self-paced LMS learning platforms that even primary school dropout can just get to his phone and do 2 3 short skills courses and get a job that can be able to provide for his family and the community at large. So it's more also a wonderful equalizer in data and everywhere in Africa at large and the world. So AI powered learning means that whether you're anywhere in the world, you can be able to learn, compete, and win. This is just bridging the gap for equal opportunities for everyone in this field. I remember Kwame Nkrumah once said, "The best way to learn to be an independent sovereign state is to be an independent sovereign state. And in this same way, the best way for Africa to learn technology is to do technology, hands on, self paced, equalizing opportunity for all. So, this is like an eye opener to all of us. Uh, AI and data, it's more of a collective opportunity and collective task for all of us, and it can reshape our own African culture and the African ecosystem at large. So I'll urge you guys to in this event that you're having, go through it, take in what you have to take, and as you go home, go try to elevate others and push people into the data world, because this is a collective job and a collective opportunity for all of us. Yeah, we have to own our data and own our future, because if we don't do that, the states and the people who struggle to scramble and partition for Africa will also scramble for data, and it won't be good. You know that. So uh, I did a research and found out that Nigeria has over 250 languages. I'm imagining an AI system that can be able to talk all these 250 languages, and not just that, we combine into with also around 5,000 languages in Africa. It will be a wonderful heaven for us as Africans. So look at it wisely and widely. So it's also an inclusive opportunity for both youth, women, and personal disabilities. As because it doesn't require much, just your phone, your data, and your voice. This will help us create language assets that can be a great economic value to our continent at large. Uh, Also, why is Nigeria in the next data powerhouse? That's a big question. Before I get back to Lish AI Labs, why is it 200 million people in the largest workforce? This is what Nigeria has. After a big research that I did, over 200 million people, over 300 languages, and a huge population hungry for jobs. What do you imagine if this thing can be brought back to all of us? It's more of a game changer. Imagine if just 1% of Nigerian youth engage in digital data work. That's over 2 million young people entering the global AI supply chain. No one else can provide this scale, this diversity, this power. It's only us as Africans. At least AI Labs, we've witnessed this transformation. Uh, and now we're trying to bridge this vision also to you guys in Nigeria, because the expertise of people specializing in your language and data and the partnership, we believe in true magic that can happen. And together we can unlock an immense and opportunities for all people. So this is when Lish AI Labs wants to expand to Nigeria. We want to build a big workforce that big tech desperately needs, to empower vulnerable groups, women and persons with disabilities, and to ensure Africans doesn't just consume AI but power it. We've seen it in Kenya and we've proven it in Kakuma. Now let's build it in Nigeria. So if AI can create this all opportunities in Kakumo, then Nigeria can become the beating heart of African data economy. This is your moment. The world is watching, and together we can make Nigeria the beating heart of Africa's data economy. This was just my short presentation that I had, but I hope the message has gone home, because it's not about just talking for 1 or 2 hours or 3 hours. I believe just a single or message to a wise man can be enough to empower you or help you uh, push the limits. Because if I and you and we come together, we can be able to pursue and push beyond the limits and be able to have. Uh, and I can just say thank you to you guys for this and help push forward. Thank you. So as Lish AI Labs, uh, we are, let me put it this way. Our goal is to push beyond the limits and come together as Africans. Because if us as Kenyans or Lish AI Labs do it alone, we can't be able to get to you guys or get to have the data to power or power the full digital data in the whole ecosystem. So what you are trying to do is we are coming up with a way to have a partnership and installing digital hubs in Nigeria that can be able to, even those guys who can't be able to access internet in their phones or in their mobile phones, can be able to have a place where they can sit down and have some machines, sit down for 2 or 3 hours, get something, and push beyond the limits. It's a work in the progress, but I believe in working together. And we as Lish AI Labs will be more than ready to come down, sit and have a good, fruitful conversation on how we can be able to push and have a wonderful strategy on how we can be able to collect this data. I hope I've answered your question.
Okay, Mr. Emmanuel. For example, we have a lot going on in Nigeria. We have people that are already doing probably what you are doing. So, is there any relationship you have with anybody in this country that can fasten, okay, the partnership process? Are you in any collaboration with anybody right now in Nigeria? Or you are thinking of doing it, and the question she's asking, what are some of the ways you are thinking you can reach this group in Nigeria?
Maybe I
So
can help you. Sorry, can I help you a little?
Yeah.
Colleagues,
Go ahead, Mr. Dan.
Madam, my name is Dan, the CEO of, founder director of Lish AI Labs.
Okay.
I happen to know Chris Himare, who has been to Lish, and Chris is a good friend of mine. And we have been in discussion on how we can look for partners in Nigeria. And Chris, if he's around, maybe he can answer more clearly as to what work and what efforts he's doing to make sure that we can get partners in Nigeria and work together. Only we learn from you, you learn from us, and both we create an ecosystem whereby, as our presenter Emmanuel has said, it becomes a world economy or a world beater rather than everything being taken to the West without our knowledge, and we end up being the losers. So we are looking for that opportunity, and I know Chris can add into the answer of that question because he's our link on the ground there in Nigeria.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Dan. Thank you. So we've all heard. Yeah, if we have any, we can help Chris if we have any link to anybody that we want to do that. Okay, the second person, please.
Yeah, once again, we appreciate you. We will talk about the issue of how that you use for the Kakuma village or city to get job. Can you expand on that? Do you understand? Yes.
Okay, what's the question again?
I said, you said you created an app that helped your people to get job, to lead them from poverty. We also need it here. So I want you to expatiate. If that's something we can work on.
Okay, did you get the question, Emmanuel?
Yeah, I got the question. I believe, Mr. Dan, you can be able to help here.
I'm not sure whether I had the question clearly. I only had the word Kakuma.
Okay, Mr. Dan, in Emmanuel's presentation, he said they already have an app. You already have an app that you develop that is helping your people to get jobs.
Oh, okay, yes. We have our own internal systems which we help to distribute the jobs. Our headquarters is in Nakuru, and as I said, Chris has been there. Chris from Nigeria has been here. And then we have a tracking software whereby if we give you a job and you are in Kakuma or you are in any other part, by the way, our jobs are not only being done in Kakuma, we have spread them in a number of states here, we call them counties, and we are able to track to know what job have we sent to Kakuma, because we have our own data center, not very big, but fairly big for our work. And therefore, we are able to track. So if we partner with you, we'll be able to be live and connect directly very easy. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So the jobs you're creating, you're also gaining from the people, you're helping them to get the job?
True, yes, we are helping the people to get the jobs. We don't only train them and leave them.
Okay.
We coordinate the access to jobs, and we even try to get contracts, and they run the contracts where they are, they get paid for what they are doing. Thank you.
Okay, the number 3, thank you. Okay, number 3.
He said his question as an answer.
Oh, okay. So the Musa hole.
Good afternoon. My question is about the opportunities with the elderly, how it can be applied, and what exactly are the opportunities, if there are already, or are they yet to be developed? Thank you.
Did you get the question?
Yeah, I got the question.
Okay.
It's not just for the elderly, even the people with disabilities, women, everyone else can be able to contribute to this data collection. Because even if the person is elderly, he can be able to speak their own language. If it's Hausa, Igbo, or any of it, the person can be able to talk, even if he or she doesn't have a phone. Maybe a colleague or someone, or the data hub or digital hub is there. The only thing we need is you and the skills you have in your head. So I think it just bridges the gap between even women or the elderly people. Yeah.
Okay, are you satisfied? Okay. Musa Hall. Oh, she came from Musa Hall. And are we good to go? Okay, so thank you so much. We have equal opportunity to enjoy the benefits of technology in the world. It's a gift from God, and all of us can benefit from it. Some people are still sleeping. We need to wake up, and that's a wake-up call from Mr. Emmanuel to us this morning. People are gaining a lot from Africa, and we're living in poverty. Like having grains and sleeping with hunger. So I pray that this will really help us to wake up, and will follow up with everything in us. Our young people are languishing in poverty, crimes, because of lack of jobs. And then we have data. Yeah, the AI, food for AI is data, and we have it available. Do nothing with it. So I pray that we will be able to tap from this opportunity that has been given to us and make good use of it. Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel and Mr. Dan. Okay, Chris is here. Maybe you can, if you want to talk from there.
Hello, Dan. Good morning. So, sorry, I'm sure you understand that organizing the conference takes a whole lot of distractions. So, but I caught a piece of what you said. Yeah, I have been to the Lish AI lab. I've been to the data center, you know, and I know that, I don't know.
Office.
Pardon?
That's what my India. I'm finishing.
Okay, so I was, is Dan, are you there?
Yes, I'm there, Chris. Thank you. Here
Okay.
I am.
Okay, so like I was saying, I had been to the office and I saw your network of setup and all that. Now, I partly heard when Emmanuel mentioned about data, and we all know that in this generation of AI, it's AI has to do with large language modeling. Okay, so and language modeling cannot succeed if you don't have data. Yes, like Christy just mentioned, that we have data all over the place, but how much of that collated data do we have? Data is flying all around us. I wish I could collect all the data I can from this conference. That would be a whole lot. It will help a whole lot. So I'd like to ask you from Lish Lab, I know that you did annotation and for a few companies in the West and other. How do you start mobilizing? Because I know we have discussed collaboration between Lish AI Lab and ICCM Nigeria and all that. So how do you mobilize to collect data? I know data is hanging all around us, but nobody's collecting them. So I want you to share from your experience the ABC, the step-by-step method you used to go about data collection.
Emmanuel, go on for that.
So we are coming up with a system of data collection, where anyone from anywhere can just sign in, add his details and his number so that the data can be collected. It will be more of image data, where a person is asked from this image, describe what you see and what you hear in your own language, so that it can be self-paced and according to how you think, because we are more concerned of the phonetics. If you've done the natural language processing, you know the phonetics algorithms that it's better off when the data is more user-centric than machine-centric. And the system is almost ready to be deployed by next month, and we hope your collaboration will help us, because after collecting we'll need over 5,000 for a start, or 10,000 recorders for the data, and around also 2 or 3,000 people for a start who will do the validation, so that the data that has been collected will go around through the validators. The validators will be able to approve the data, and your collection will be recorded, and at the end of the data will be converted back to your money, and it will be passed directly to your mobile number or your that according to the places. So it's a work in progress, and we hope you guys will join us.
Okay, Mr. Chris, did he answer to your question? Yes. Okay, but he did not really say categorically how we can.
Yes,
yeah.
I think also, just to contribute. Yeah. Okay, I think I've been part of Lish AI Lab for Lish system anyway for a few years. So just to assist Emmanuel, the thing is that just to assist to make contribution to what Emmanuel has said earlier, is that yes, I know it's a tech conference, it's a missions conference, and we attending this conference or doing any form of outreach, we have access to data. And the earlier we begin to get conscious of that, we'll begin to harvest valuable data. You know now that airplane flying from Abuja to Lagos, for example, for you are just flying. But the modern technology of airplane, they are collecting as much data as possible. Yeah. They are collecting how much? Okay, can we just interact? They are collecting temperature as minute as temperature may be. They are collecting air humidity, and look at the passenger weight. Your weight is collected. So every new technology that's added to many devices, you see intelligent cars, is collecting data. Why? Because like down AI lab, I was there when they were doing annotation. I don't know if I'm permitted to say a few things about some of the annotation you were doing. There's this driverless cars. You've seen the advert for driverless cars. How do you think a car will move from here, from Ibadan to Kano without a driver? So how does it do it? No. Some people like Lish AI Lab have collected all the data from here to Ojo to Iworu. And what are the data they are collecting? What is the signpost on the road? Where is the corner? Where is the right bend? They are collecting all those minute data. So they will now feed it into a computer system. That's why when Emmanuel started, he said he has to do with language modeling. You think AI just stinks from the blues? No, it doesn't. It's information you have fed into it. So like Lish, One of the things they are doing with their data center is to collect all this information and give it to the car manufacturing company. They will now feed it into the car and test run. So a car moves from here to Lagos unaided, and you are wondering, no, people fed in the data. So data collection and data center is a huge activity for the future. That's why I tell people often that 20 years from now will be totally unrecognizable. So wherever you go, however data you can collect, someday somebody will be offering you money to get that data because it's feeding into a tech system. So that is what I wanted to contribute to data for AI.
Okay, I think it's, thank you so much, Mr. Chris, and also it's for us to make good use of the opportunity, because they said they already started conversation with you about this. So as we are here, we are here on mission conference. How about some people go into even business aspect of this mission? Like, as wonderful as the apps you presented this morning, but it's money, whatever. They need money to get the app across the world. Okay, so and then his own duty now is to build the app, share the app with the people. But some people, if we can offer ourselves, to go into some of the businesses, then we can even acquire some of the mission work that we're proposing or we're doing.
Yes, and I'm glad that we had this prayer this morning.
Yes.
The thing is that the gospel will thrive through prosperity. And prosperity doesn't happen unless God has given you a sound mind. And who are the first privileged people to sound mind? We Christians. So some of this knowledge we are sharing here today, our tertiary institutions are not thinking of it yet. The curriculum they are running still runs in the 90s, in the early 2000s. So this AI knowledge is far-fetched. So we are here today and giving you hints. Like, we hope to develop a collaborative working system. After the ICCM, we have the Kingdom IT community. We have asked you to scan, because we are looking at community of practice, so that, yes, as much as we are using it for the gospel, when the gospel practitioners prosper, the gospel will prosper.
Yeah.
Yes, so we just hinted that AI is even at the elementary stage, as frightening as it may be to a lot of you. But the thing is that in 5 years' time, it's going to be something else totally. So, but one area you can key into is data center development and all that. We have a collaborative system with Lish, and after the conference, if you are part of the Kingdom IT community, we can all develop something together that I'm speaking now, somebody is getting some other deeper insight. That is how powerful the human mind is. When they gain information, the sound presence of the Spirit of God has a way of expanding it. You probably are thinking of things I'm not even talking about yet. So that is the thing. So when we're having the workshop on project management, there's one key thing I took out from there. You don't work alone. You must learn to collaborate. So Lish AI Lab is willing to extend whatever they have developed in Nairobi, and it's working for them. I know also, I don't know if Emmanuel mentioned it, because I was busy trying to sort out a whole lot of things about the health system and all that, So I'm privileged to be a friend to Dan, because he's actually a humble man. But I know that Ruto, the president of Kenya, knows him one-on-one and has been to his office, this same office you are looking at him. So that is the thing. It's a privilege, and we really love to collaborate with you. Thank you.
Okay, so no any question, you can let them go and let's do our. Okay, so Dan, do you have last words for us? Hey, Mr. Dan.
Yes, I want to thank you and Chris for giving us an opportunity to share our experiences. And as Emmanuel said, let's work together for better Africa. If we join hands, we will be at the dinner table of AI as participants or equals or on the dinner table, rather than what we have seen all the other developments that has bypassed Africa. This is the time for us as Africa and Africans to wake up and exercise our advantage of youthful, educated youth who can do a lot of work in the AI space. And as our presenter has said, you have very many languages in Nigeria. You have huge population. Why don't we leverage that and make sure that we monetize what you have so that all our youth, all our women, all our young men have access to financial income through the resources of data that you have. And the language, our natural languages, let's be proud of them. Let's have them converted into AI datasets so that we can monetize it across Africa. And thank you, Chris, for giving us an opportunity. We are still looking forward to the day we can really have a true partnership whereby you are working in Kenya, we are working in Nigeria. Thank you very much, and kwaheri. Kwaheri means bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Dan.